And am I correct?
You are correct, and it is also a place where you will find it much easier to practice it than any other place you've been before.
That's right on, hits the nail on the head. Thanks.
You are welcome.
Okay. Number 6. Sorry. Miracle-minded forgiveness is only correction. It has no element of judgment at all. The statement, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," in no way evaluates what they do. It is an appeal to God to heal their minds.
Yes, you see, what they do, what they've done, what their reasons were, whether their suffering is deserved or not, all of that is irrelevant to the correction. The correction is the result of loving enough to ask that their belief and their sense of being the believer of the belief be illuminated for the illusions they are, so that that one can come into a fuller conscious experience of their Christhood and their God-given sanity. Continue.
There is no reference to the outcome of the error. That does not matter.
How can there be an outcome to an error? How can there be an outcome to something that didn't happen? And I mean that in the sense that if God didn't authorize it, nothing happened. And if God did authorize it, it's obviously an aspect of the kingdom of heaven that is perfect and awesome. Now, if someone is attempting to do something that they cannot do, like inflict harm, the fact that they are attempting to do it means they are suffering some form of insanity. And that does require correction. You can't say, he's not doing anything. What he thinks he's doing is an illusion. Therefore, there's nothing I need to do. If you see somebody walking into a wall over and over, and a foot to the left of him is an open doorway, you don't say, oh, well, just let him do it. He's not hurting anything. But he's not managing to get where he's trying to go. So you go over and you say, hey, move over a foot to your left. Boom. He walks through the wall. It doesn't matter why he was ignorant enough to keep walking into the wall. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. All that matters is correction is called for so that he experiences his freedom, and his freedom to go where he's wanting to go, and his freedom from an unnecessary block to his getting there. You see? Continue.
Number 7. The injunction, "Be of one mind," is the statement for revelation readiness.
And we've talked about singleness of mind, singleness of purpose, and that when you become unconfused and undistracted and your intent is pure because there's nothing extraneous to it, at the moment that that intent is pure, it is done. The intent is done. Time does not stand in the way of the manifestation of that intent. That is what this means. Continue.
My request, do this in remembrance of me, is the appeal for cooperation from miracle workers. The two statements are not in the same order of reality. Only the latter involves an awareness of time, since to remember is to recall the past in the present. Time is under my direction, but timelessness belongs to God. In time, we exist for and with each other. In timelessness, we coexist with God.
Indeed. In time, we exist, mind you, not just with each other, but for and with each other. In timelessness, we coexist with God. If you want to get to the timeless coexistence with God, you've got to fulfill the function of consciously being not only with, but for, present on behalf of each other. That's the way you break the isolation. That's the way you break the sense of the presence of a believer having to believe something because the experience of what everything is temporarily unavailable to you because you've turned your back on the altar. The simple answer, it is love. The simple answer is love. And for the last 5 or 6 weeks, we've been very specifically speaking about how to release fear. Why? So that nothing blocks your ability to stand in receipt of the Father's love and extend it to your brother, thus breaking the illusion of separation and causing you to be extremely susceptible to waking up. You will not be able to get to the timeless coexistence with God until you're willing to be present now, existing for and with each other. Microphone over here.
I'm really asking for the words to express this. It seems for a while I have been witness to many working hard at unsuccessful relationships. And so when I hear what you just said, that we exist in time for each other, the first thing that comes to mind are all those who are having unsuccessful relationships, meaning relationships with those who do not wish to make commitments in any kind of a relationship, who stand firm in the claim of independence.
I beg your pardon.
As far as
there
I'm
is a
seeing.
willingness to make commitment to relationships, but on the condition that the one they're in relationship with, or that they make commitment to, is going to be there for them. In other words, if I want to be in a relationship with you so that I can get what you have for me. Because we're supposed to be here for each other, I want you to be here for me. That's got it backwards. I'm here for you, whether you're here for me or not. I am here for all of you, whether you're here for me or not. And I will continue to be here for you until you recognize that I'm here for you and arrive at a point of saying, wow, how incredible. And he doesn't ask for anything back as a condition for being here for me. Although he does want something. I do want something from you. But that's not my getting it is not a condition of my being here for you. When you want to be in a relationship so that you have the opportunity to be there for someone else, it causes you to be very, very attractive. So attractive that you will find those who want to get coming to your doorstep, those who want to get without giving. And so you will have to be alert, not to be used. And you will have to discern, make a distinction between those who want to be in a relationship with you in order to get, and those who want to be in a relationship with you because they find you desirable and want to give you, be there for you. And then choose well. Choose for what is valuable and choose not for that which is valueless. The key in every case to unsuccessful relationships is when one or both of the partners have moved to a selfish getting standpoint and insist upon operating from there. And that's the bottom line of the distress on your globe at the moment. And it is calling for brotherly love to be expressed in ways that allow for the innate dignity of those behaving like ignorant bastards to be illuminated and magnified so that those behaving badly can feel like it's safe to act with respect. The resolution will occur when everyone wins. Everyone wins. Now, there are really only 7 special principles of miracle workers. The 8th one here appears in a part of the original course that no longer appears in the Course at all, but it was felt to be worth keeping, and so it was, like pin the tail on the donkey, added here. I am not going to say that we're not going to read it because it wasn't said here. We're going to read it because it does fit. And you'll find, well, let's read it. Who has the microphone? Continue.
What a privilege. Number 8. You can do much on behalf of your own healing and that of others if, in a situation calling for help, you think of it this way. I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent Him who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do because He who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. I will be healed as I let Him teach me to heal.
Indeed. Now, it can't help but be clearer to you than ever before that this is not a wonderful string of words with positive ideas for you to run through your mind. These words are literal. These words are literal. You are here only to be truly helpful because that's your divine function. You are here to represent Him with a capital H who sent you. Well, you don't really have any other choice than to be the direct expression of God, embodying God. You can indulge in magic thoughts and fool yourself into believing that you are here to represent yourself, but it doesn't make it true. You are the direct expression of God and nothing else. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do because He who sent me will direct me. And that's not in the by and by, you know. We're talking about listening, turning toward the altar now, and hearing the Father's voice now, hearing your guide's voice now, hearing the Holy Spirit's direction now, really, and a real event here, today, you see, not airy-fairy, wonderful, pink cloud, fluffy ideas. I am content. I am content to be wherever He wishes. It is sort of amusing, isn't it? It's really foolish not to be content with being wherever the Father's being you. Do you have any other choice than to be where He is being you? I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. You could say, knowing He goes me there. Which means you're not alone. I will be healed as I let Him teach me to heal. Yes. Do you see? This is all literal. It's all wonderfully literal. It's meat and potatoes, not pie in the sky after you die. Yes?
So if I refuse to do anything at all when I'm with my brother or sister, except one thing, and that is to see the Christ standing right smack dab before me, then that's like what you've been saying and what I've been understanding, a very real and very clear distinction between what I see and how they're behaving. Is that right?
Between what you see?
Between the Christ that I see and how they're behaving, which is 99 times out of 100, probably with all of their, historical reactions and beliefs and so forth and so on, that's really not a representative of the Christ that they are.
And what is the question?
It's like a reaffirmation that I'm giving back to you of what you've been saying to us.
Yes, that is correct.
And from like an experiential point of view, if I remove myself like from my thinking part, and I just refuse to see anything but the Christ in them from an experiential
You
point.
refuse to see anything but whatever it is God reveals to you. You see, I don't even want you to start doing a string of words. I only want to see the Christ there. You can say, very practically, I am able to recognize, because at the bottom line I know it's true about me, that I am more than my thoughts, and I am more than my beliefs, because my beliefs can change, but I don't. Therefore, because I am not my beliefs and their results cannot identify me. Because I see that about myself, I can look at my brother and reason clearly that he is not his beliefs, and he doesn't deserve the suffering he is experiencing from his beliefs. Therefore, I see them separate. I am able to make a distinction between the two. And on the basis of that distinction, I choose to ask God how to be with the unchangeable Christ that is there, so that he might be released from suffering beliefs that he thinks he's the believer of, together with his freedom from his belief that he's the believer of them. You see?
Yes, and I would definitely like to be with what's real with me and be with what's real with my brother and sister.
Yes. And then, having acknowledged what I just said, you turn to the Father and say, fill me with love, fill me with your vision, fill me with your perspective, so that I might be overflowingly filled with it. And my brother is blessed, the Christ that is standing there. Show me how to be with him. And if his sudden shift of perception isn't instantaneous, help me to keep my attention on the Christ that he is, while we be together in a lovingly educational healing process. Amen.
If I stay with that clear distinction, with my own awareness and my own willingness to stay with that clear distinction between the Christ in my brother and sister and their behavior.
Indeed.
I'll have guidance, won't I?
Yes, you will.
And it'll be a heck of a lot easier for me to be appropriate with their behavior without me lapsing into a state of blah, 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 fear, whatsoever, whatever I might be inclined to.
And there will be a
to do
lot
with them.
more quietness on your globe. Because there will be a lot less grapevine gossip and malicious gossip and any kind of gossip going on. And when you do open your mouths, something beautiful and of substance will emerge. And as Paul can tell you, when he opens his mouth and shares what he is hearing, there's no way to feel egotistical about it. And it's as natural as apple pie. And so it doesn't seem like you're doing anything great. But it is meaningful and it does have substance. And the result will not be a sort of cotton candy, insubstantial bliss that everyone is in because they're speaking meaningfully. And there is harmony. If something has substance to it, it has significant meaning to it. And significant meaning is experienced as vital. And there is a great deal of joy that is experienced in the vitality of the substantiality of the ideas finding expression. So, there's nothing else to say tonight.
Well, to me,
I have enjoyed being with you.
and so have I, of course.